It's been a while. I was thinking, I don't think I've been in this room. We haven't recorded a show since GameStop last week, at the beginning of the week, I believe. This is the Brian Moreno News, spectacular, and so much more. I am your namesake, Brian Moreno. Sometimes I forget that there's a lot of people who watch this show for the first time and are like, what the hell is this? I am your host, Brian Moreno, actor, ex-comedian, ex-West Coast Public Relations Manager of the Wall Street Journal, current director of an Area 1, Rating Area 1 documentary that you're all going to love, that Dr. Abby will screen tonight.
Area 51, right?
Yes. What did I say?
Area 1.
I said Area 50.
That's probably the more classified one.
No, the more classified, a Rating Area 51 documentary. And this show, if you are watching for the first time, if you're one of our haters, don't be afraid. Thumbs up, thumbs down, make a comment, share us on Twitter.
Yeah, give us some constructive
No, we
feedback.
have. And we've gotten quite a bit.
Haters gonna hate.
We have gotten quite a bit of feedback in a lot of different ways. And this is not your normal news show. As a trained comedian, ex-retired comedian.
If you're an ex-retired comedian, does that make you a comedian?
Don't get into semantics.
This show is like if Bill O'Reilly was a no spin zone. Like I said, this is the full spin zone. If Anderson Cooper is 360 with Anderson Cooper,
720.
I was going to say 1460, but that's a lot of math. I decided 720 was the way to go. If you were a fan of Lou Dobbs tonight and now you got nowhere to go because he's fired, this is a great stopping point. This is like the demilitarized zone between sanity and insanity.
That's a really good tagline.
This is the 13 miles that you can actually be smarter and better and a little or And it's not just me that brings you this. No. Ladies and gentlemen, or neither, or both. Or in transition to any of the,
humans.
Yes, just humans. And
non-humans.
Also, there are people I have to
Locations.
thank. There are people that I have to thank. We were gone this last week because I had some dental work, so I apologize. I will have some more done, but, we're back today and my mouth is moving a little better.
It looks better.
Yeah, it feels less swollen. I mean, I still look swollen because of the fat, but other than that.
Well,
Technicalities.
Yes, that's the semantics that we're not going to get into.
Don't get into riddles.
At least they took some weight off your teeth.
And it's not me alone that brings you this wonderful demilitarized zone of news, of spin and not spin, and not right and not left, and right and left. It is not just me. There are two other cohorts in the building that are absolutely wonderful that I could not do it without. Richard Cervate to my right, current Zoom comedian.
Ex-programmer, ex-math tutor for high school kids, current rollerblader.
That's good. We can give you a little more. If you want to zoom in a little more, I guess you can if you want.
Yeah, sure, I could do that.
Yeah, he's also current camera operator. Richard, a man of many elks.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah, because that's that's a high-powered reaction shot right there, like in case we get some hard-hitting breaking news or something, and we have to cut to Richard. Do you understand? This is one of my favorite shows because you actually can be more informed. And that noise right there, that is the signal of our voice of reason.
Good evening.
Dr. Abby, once again, thank you for joining us with
Thank
all
you.
of your knowledge and your medical degree.
Thank you for having me.
No, we are always appreciative of you, Dr. Abby, because this show as much as I feel like I could do news by myself, it would not, without you, it would not be the demilitarized zone.
No.
Yeah, I think it would be highly militarized.
It would be fully militarized.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, it would be fully militarized. And I have to say that your additions are highly appreciated.
Well, thank you for having me.
No, and I hope you know that, because Dr. Abby, as much as you do enjoy comedy, the sanity that you bring to our madness is very much needed. If that makes any sense, because I consider what a news show would be without a real doctor. And I've realized it would be potty talk.
I'm just the fact-checking department.
It would be. There was an incident earlier with our first news person, and now we have Dr. Abby, and you. I don't know how many episodes it's been. I have to go back and count.
Lot. Quite
Well-
a few.
Well, yes, and it is coming along. So that's why the people who have at least gotten this far, shared, like, dislike, make a comment, whatever. Because without you, we can't do this. And we're also, that being said, we're also trying to expand our audience. As much as I like the same people watching us all the time, I would love.
Bring your friends.
I would, yeah, exactly. And also, so if you're curious about the news stories, these are all real news stories. They will be in the body of the caption, whatever you may call it. I'll tell people, because if you watched last week, because I had some private messages about the GameStop, 2 messages, and I called it exactly. If you got out in time, you probably made some money, because it was a wild ride up. And now it seems like some people are holding firm.
I think the Wall Street bets people are digging their heels in.
Well, and I see that they're holding firm, and I totally think that if you are in it with money that you don't immediately need, there's no reason not to hold a line, because there's a chance because it got re-shorted. I can tell you that for sure on the way down. People just didn't talk about it. And if it pops again, you may have another chance to recoup. But either way, if you just put your pizza money on it and have a few shares, ride it out. Dogecoin, we talked about last week. Dogecoin, quite a wild ride.
What's it at now?
It's still about 4 cents, 4 point something and a half cents or so.
Better than less than that.
No, better than less than that. Yes, and I would have to say, if you're considering investments, like that's not the worst to just put it and forget about it. Some people tried to trade crypto and whatnot, and the crypto that I have, I like to keep.
I still have an issue calling these investments.
Well, it's not
Dogecoin and GameStop. Invest in your future.
Well, anytime I call listening to my gambling picks investments. I call seriously, at the Brian Moreno train,
Yeah, that's true.
but I am very diverse. I just crypto, real estate, like I have, a lot of things out there, and I consider the way I look at gambling. I give out picks on the sports show, if you know or not know, and I've had a great run. If you just listen to my picks on the sports show, oh my goodness, you'd be up quite a bit, and that's the thing. I don't want to give out losers, so I haven't given out a lot of NBA yet. And I've gotten a couple messages about that, because I don't want to give out losers. So I am still getting used to this new NBA schedule. And yada yada. This is a sports show, not news. But that being said, we do have. Let's start out actually.
Should we start out with our sports
Let's start
story?
out with our sports story. We do have this week being the Super Bowl with Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. And also, this is not the news story, but last night, Andy Reid's son, who is the linebacker coach for Kansas City, got a DUI. Well, I don't know if he's been charged with the DUI yet, but he hit a car on the side of the highway, injured the two kids, one life-threatening.
Oh,
Wow.
no,
Two
that's
children.
bad.
And he will not be traveling with the team to Tampa Bay.
Oh, man.
Yes, and he did tell the police that he had been drinking. Whether he was over the limit, I don't know. It seems that he's had some prior
issues.
with DUIs and drunk driving. Yeah, and that that's never good. I hope and pray that the child makes it, because you don't want to see those things. So I can implore the people this weekend, don't drink and drive.
Take a lift.
Yeah, seriously, or Uber, which I've considered investing in. Speaking of, quite
I'm
a few
Lyft
times.
Customer, so
Well,
that's where my allegiances lie.
yeah, I mean, I was in a terrible Lyft wreck.
But now it sounds like Tampa Bay may be favored, huh?
Well, no. That won't move the line much, but it may change the vibe in the locker room. I don't know.
I think it will move the line, right? Because, I mean, if your head coach has something on his mind.
No. Let's actually, speaking of lines, since this is the news show, let's go from there. Let's hear what you got, Docteur.
So a Houston furniture store owner, Jim Mattress Mac,
Who is
Mackinville,
a professional bettor.
has bet $3.5 million on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover the 3.5 point spread.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That is
Yes.
the Mattress
Okay,
Mac.
Mattress Mac. Now, let me, for all of those who aren't familiar, this weekend, Tampa Bay plays Kansas City in the Super Bowl, and they are playing in Tampa Bay, which is the first time a Super Bowl team, because the location of the Super Bowl is predetermined a few years in advance. So this is the first time a team has played at home in a Super Bowl.
Seems unfair.
Well, a lot of the people in the stands, they may be corporate people and not necessarily, the few people. But yes,
There are going to be a lot of healthcare workers.
it may be unfair because, Tom Brady can stay at home and just drive the facility, you not have to travel. That's a big deal. That being said, Jim Mattress Mac, a Houston furniture store, let me explain this to you. He put $3.46 million.
That's a
These
lot
are
of
not
dollar
doggy
dues.
coins. These are real dollars.
This is 3 billion Dougie coins.
Yeah, this is a lot of doggy coin. He put it on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 3.5. Okay, now let me explain to you. Mattress Mac, he is a serious bettor, and he's had all kinds of money placed on all kinds of games, and he uses it to promote his business. He does all kinds of promotions, whether he wins or loses, but he is kind of a famous bettor.
Yeah, so for this one, if you spend $3,000 on a mattress, if the Bucks win, you get your money back. So fucking, I am in the market for a new memory foam mattress.
Yeah, that's a good, that's a really good. I would be, if I were in the market in the Colorado. Is this Colorado Springs? Houston. If I were in the Houston area, I would be. Tomorrow I would have a new I don't need a new mattress, but I'm on the border of needing a new mattress. I would roll the dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna phone my order in. I'm gonna be like, yeah, give me a box spring, give me memory foam.
Yeah, what a good way to watch the game.
Yeah,
on your new mattress.
Hell yeah. You sleep on a mattress 1/3 of your life. That is a big commitment to your health, and I think it's a great way to get invested.
So I have to also explain that the line right now is 3 points, and that half a point that Mattress Mac has is a big deal when it comes. Gamblers will always tell you that's the hook. And if you can get that,
Can you imagine?
if you lose because the half a point.
$3.5 million.
Well,
Or 85 Bitcoin.
Well, one thing though, mattress. Let's talk about Mattress Mac. He has $300 million. So $3.3 million is 1% of his money. I would be fine with betting 1% of my money
Yeah, but
on
somebody
Tampa Bay.
who's made that much money doesn't like to lose money.
well, I don't think any gambler likes to lose money. Let me
just
be
saying.
clear.
Rich people stay rich by not spending money.
Sure. I would also say that $3.5 million, I think at three, what would it take to really get you excited if you had $300 million? What kind of bet? Because if you had $300 million,
I'm not betting if I have $300 million.
No, you're just sitting.
No,
you're
I got
literally-
money. What do I
you're
need to bet
you're
for?
sitting on
Yeah.
the 300.
Yeah.
Boring millionaire.
Yeah, you're literally.
Yeah, I
Uncle
went to
Scrooge.
medical school.
Swim-
You're not
I'm
known
gonna pay
for
off
being
my
riveting.
loans.
Yeah, I would pay off mine and my friends' loans.
Oh,
And
Wait, Dr. Abby, this is not about like you've already done this. You've already paid them all.
I
There's
paid
no-
them all off.
Yeah. Now you're literally like swimming in your gold coins like Uncle Scrooge. Right? Is that the correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how much would it take?
I still don't think I'm betting.
to get your taint tingling.
Yeah, like what is the medical
Nothing.
term for that?
Nothing. Because I just feel like winning money wouldn't make me excited.
Richard
and
Sarvate.
losing money would just make me
$300
mad.
million in the bank. What would it take to get your goat show?
$300 million in the bank. It would take me, I think, $20 million to make me feel something.
Yeah.
Wow, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. If this guy may have other bets on, I don't know. Like, but that 3.5 is a lot. I think I'm going to go with Jim.
You're going to bet $3.5 million?
Well, I think I'm going
Take
to
out
bet
a loan.
Tampa Bay,
Yeah,
but
I think I need to ask for more money for this show if that's what you're betting.
Yeah. Well, I think I should probably renovate the studio. If I'm betting, like, don't get me wrong, it's a very nice studio, but
This is a great studio.
Yeah.
Don't hate on Studio 51.
No, but a little bit of an upgrade.
I mean, the carpet could probably use a little
Yeah, I mean,
pizzazz.
yeah, but I mean, it's not.
I don't know if it needs a $3 million upgrade.
Maybe one.
Maybe a
God,
$1
could
million shag.
I would have
carpet.
a crew in here, diamond crusted walls.
That sounds dumb.
That's beautiful. All right,
Sounds like
doctor.
I'd fall and scratch myself.
What is next?
Okay, there is a new reptile that has been discovered and is now the
Aw.
world's smallest known reptile, the nano chameleon, who's so cute.
Look how small it is.
Well, he looks mad. He's pouting.
Yeah, because nobody knew he was around before, and he's like, "Damn it, they have discovered me."
I'm surprised they put someone with such a bad fingernail.
Yeah, get a
As-
manicure before.
No, well, it's not it's the black crust on the side here that took so much away from this animal.
Well, I think the fact that it was discovered in the northern regions of the island of Madagascar, I don't know how many nail salons there are there.
Well, still, they have soap and clippers.
This is your big moment. This is your big photo op, you know?
Yeah, like that thing is very small. Like, see, I like this photo. Like, once I got to this photo here, I felt more at one with the animal.
We should
Very
steal this guy's
cute.
identity by taking his fingerprints.
Now, they say, which I found interesting, is 20% of the body was genitalia because the female
Are
bigger.
are monsteres.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder what their kids look like. Like, the kids look little or some big? Because the female is much larger. So this would be, I would definitely like to see the mating.
Right.
Maybe you should write to the Bavarian State Collection of Zoology and ask about the life cycle.
Well, I would say in a few years there might be some video of them mating now that they have found it. And so, like, I'll put kind of a Google, like a widget.
Oh,
to-
like a
to-
Google alert
Yeah, to constantly be searching
for the nano chameleon.
mating. Like, I don't just want to see. I've seen enough of the chameleon. Well, 20% of it's genitalia, and I'm seeing 0% genitalia
How
right
did
now.
you
That
make
tail
this
on the end,
cute
that's actually his
story Turn this cute story dirty.
And isn't it so funny that
It
he
was
looks
right
so
here.
I know it was in it, but you didn't have to go to those lengths.
he looks so
To
cute.
talk about the Google
was
alert to watch them mating. That wasn't necessary.
Then this whole show is completely unnecessary. No, I mean, the demilitarized zone is necessary. I take that back. You need the DMZ to survive between North and South Korea.
That's
the,
a good name for this show.
the DMZ, the
Yeah.
demilitarized
What does
zone.
TMZ stand for?
The 30-mile zone.
Oh.
About like all Hollywood happens within a 30-mile zone.
Oh,
Brian, if you
gotcha.
could have 20% of your body be your genitals, would you say yes if you could hit a button and make that
I
happen?
do. That's why I have so much tape around the house because I have to constantly be taping it to my leg. Like,
That's why you only see him from the waist
and it's
up.
all just in the singular ball.
Jesus.
That's what
sounds-
that's what I call it. That's his name.
Oh my God.
I have a referral to somebody that you might need to get that looked at.
All right. What do we have next in the newsroom?
Okay, some Orange County street racing YouTubers
Love it.
have been arrested for everything that they were putting on YouTube, basically, like street racing, highway racing.
Yeah, but did you see? He's got 220,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I was watching the videos. They are highly addictive.
Do you? Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to look, but I guess
They are. I'm not going to play them now, but I have to tell you, it made me realize why I only have 4,000 subscribers, because the show needs to be done in my car going backwards 120 miles an hour
Yes. Oh my
on the
God.
highway. Like if we did the demilitarized zone,
I'll zoom into that.
yeah.
I'm not getting in the car.
I have to tell you, like this is.
Yeah, and a 750 horsepower Porsche GT something.
I mean,
you know?
these kind of guys always get arrested. Like
Yeah.
all the time. Like it's super easy to figure like the police are like, yeah, we can't have this. Like you're literally breaking the law all over camera. Like
Yeah, I mean, it seems.
Yeah, it's just.
what do you mean? It seems it is.
Yeah, it seems like a mess waiting to happen.
Well,
Why
it's
you
very
would,
it's
film
very dangerous
yourself.
and
Yeah.
they should be very happy that they haven't hurt anyone because some of the videos are
No, they have hurt people. What are you talking about? I mean, maybe not him, but like street racing is the cause of.
Well, I think he's talking
Yeah.
about these specific.
Oh, okay,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying these specific people haven't hurt anyone or caused, major bodily injury to someone because at the speeds that they are doing, like it's very dangerous.
I
Like,
love how they go. They pull up next to a car. They're both driving, and then the guy goes 1, 2, 3, and then they zoom off, and it's just like, yes, I want to do it again. Like, the videos are just 20 minutes long of that. 1, 2, 3.
No, I don't need to see it.
Yeah, you got the perfect thing right here.
yeah, that was basic. Yeah, it was a reenactment.
Thrilling.
So if we, now that we've done the story, if we decide to move the news to the highway, you understand why.
Absolutely.
It's simply just clickbait, like.
Dude,
you-
A subscriber is a subscriber.
And it was so funny in the article, the guy goes, "Content is king." So and I'm like, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. So they have it down. Like seriously, that's all I'm doing wrong. Is
I think we just pair up with them and then just do news in the car in the back.
I wish they could be our traffic reporters,
Oh, that would be.
our live traffic reporters. That would be now that they're in jail.
We can offer a collab.
Yeah, that would be now. But see, that's the thing. Now that they are in jail, like once you get busted for that, you can't post it. Like you're done.
I mean, he says he's going
Yeah.
to be back.
His channel is gonna be very different from jail,
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone says they're gonna be back, and then you spend 3, 4, 5, 6 months in jail, and I mean, I guess, if you don't care, some people I know, plenty of people who go to jail and no, I'm just going back to jail, which I think is crazy.
I think 6 butt rapes will change you.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
think one.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know how bad of a jail they're in. Like I don't know if all jails are butt rapey, but I get the point. Doctor, next.
Doesn't sound pleasant. So the doctor that took care of Alexei Navalny in Russia has suddenly died very unexpectedly 2 days after Navalny was sentenced to 2 more years in jail.
Well, he looks a little overweight. Did they say anything?
He's not the skinniest guy in the world. I don't know. They didn't mention anything about his underlying health, but they did say he was a wonderful doctor who went above and beyond for his patients, and he was only 55. And the optics are not good.
Yeah, can I just say I'm so happy I don't live in Russia where you get killed for helping people?
Yeah, I mean, there was that doctor a few months ago in the beginning of COVID who was like talking out about how poor the conditions were, and he fell out of a window. Like,
yeah,
it's like,
I
would be very surprised if Putin wasn't behind this.
he fell out of windows.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
Hidden circumstantial.
I have to say that, God, opposing Vladimir Putin has to be one of the worst, callings. We all have these things inside that we have to get out. And if your calling, is to battle someone who has no hesitation in murdering people, it's gotta suck.
Dude,
I don't like to lose a bet.
I was reading about his life. He's been to jail twice. He's been beaten up. He's been sick with that poison. The guy's having a rough time.
I cannot understand his determination. And even I was when he was going back to Russia, I'm like, how is his wife letting him do this? I think they have kids. And then she was at one of the protests and got arrested too. They are true believers. This is what he lives for.
They must have amazing sex.
Probably.
Well, he's going to be in jail for 3.5 years.
Yeah, but imagine after he gets out.
A lot of conjugals, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. In the conditions and the way he's going to be treated in jail, they're going to try to break him. You would think. I don't know.
I don't know. So many people are behind him now, even people who don't agree with his politics, because he just represents anti-Putin, And some kids, a lot of these kids that are protesting don't know anything before Putin. He's been the regime their entire life.
And that's all. And it's very hard to see a different perspective when other perspectives are so repressed. It is very difficult to open your eyes to new things without people who will try to break the mold and fight the establishment. And again, sometimes I wonder if I'm doing enough with my brain, if I'm challenging enough thought, things like that. And when I see people like him, it is powerful and it is moving. And I know, without knowing anything that's about Russian politics specifically, that anytime anyone is in power that long, they are going to do everything they can to stay in power. So fighting that type of uphill battle is something that I don't know if I will hopefully ever. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to write a screenplay, and I would love to have my YouTube channel get some subscribers. Love my Spotify album to get some more listens. Other than that, I don't need to be fighting the dictatorship.
Well, but it's quite a calling. That's quite to actually feel it in your bones that I needed to literally battle.
I must kill Putin.
A someone who will murder if you speak out against him. And literally it can just be making jokes. I hear cartoonists have gotten jailed.
I do not want to do stand up in Russia. No, thank you.
No, I mean,
have you heard about this Putin guy? It's crazy.
What do you got next for us, Doctor?
Okay, a neighbor argument over snow shoveling turned deadly this week.
This is a bananas story.
Okay, so this is in Pennsylvania. There was a couple shoveling snow, James and Lisa Goy, and they were shoveling their driveway and throwing it onto their neighbor's property, this guy, Jeffrey Spade.
Tisk.
So Spade asked them to stop throwing snow onto his property. And I guess the guy shoveling snow got a little up in his face. And Mr. Spade went back into his house while they yelled at him and made some threats. And he came back out with a gun and shot them both. And then went inside and killed himself. And it's like, how bad of a day do you have to have that you kill someone over shoveling snow?
Sounds like
that's
somebody needs to do mushrooms.
bananas.
Well, this was, I mean, the straw, obviously, that broke the camel's back.
I mean, these people also sound like assholes,
But
to be fair.
You understand, he shot them, went back inside, got another gun, and then came out and finished them off because they were just bleeding out. Like this,
He did the double tap.
this was complete, like, you can lose your mind when you get mad. Like, you can genuinely lose your mind. And this was a case, like, someone had snapped. And I wonder what the genesis of it was. Like, the very first, because, they've been having arguments, these neighbors. This was not the first by any stretch of the imagination. They must have disliked each other tremendously. And we don't know any personal things that was going on in this guy's life, but for him to take his own, like, he was messed up in the head, but to take two other people, pop. Ooh, COVID has made some people too stir crazy.
Well, and also the winter in fucking Philadelphia or wherever they were, Pennsylvania, like that sucks too.
Yeah, I mean, it gets bad there. And there's nothing about this story that I mean, I would love to have heard where it all started, because this guy must have really genuinely hated them.
So I'm looking at a follow-up story that gives a little bit of a different
Ooh,
telling.
yes, let's hear.
So I guess there was surveillance footage that shows the couple yelling at him, calling him a mother effer. And then he goes into his house and they're still shouting at him. He comes out at the same time with a pistol and an AR-15. And then they continue to yell at him when he has the guns, and then he just kills them.
Wow.
I don't know what the gun laws are in Pennsylvania, but an AR-15 is quite a powerful weapon, and I guess he knew.
Oh, they had a history of disputes.
Sure, of course. I mean, like I say, this was.
Well, if this happened just that day.
Yeah, what if they just moved in? Like, what a horrible neighbor.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, and the value of those homes? Oh,
Oh my God.
done.
The name of
Done. At least,
the name of the city is Plains Township. How boring of a
Well-
town name do you have to live in?
well, there's a lot of nice places in Pennsylvania, but I think, Pennsylvania, there's some lockdown, people have gone crazy. Like, I don't know if COVID would have changed anything or not because it's the winter. But somebody, like, when you go that crazy, somebody has been cooped up.
It's right near
Too long.
Scranton.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know a paper company. What you got next, Doctor?
Okay, so we got to go to Idaho
Oh, this is wonderful.
and get some lottery tickets because there has been a series of people winning the Idaho lottery more than once.
Hell yeah.
So this week,
Beautiful.
Orlean Peterson won 2 jackpots in 2 days.
Boom, Orlean.
So she got a scratch off with $200,000, and then the very next day, $300,000.
Hell yeah.
And
The name of the ticket was a coming in hot scratch.
and then last week, Brian Moss won $250,000 playing the state lottery, and it was his 6th win. 6 times. And he said other people ask him to buy it. He doesn't win for anyone else, only himself.
Oh my god.
So
now-
send me some Idaho tickets, please, Brian Moss.
6 wins?
6.
Like, what are I don't even know where to begin when I read these stories because are they all winning scratchers?
I think
are
he
they
won
picking
the
numbers?
state lottery.
Plus 5 other things.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
The lady is quoted in this article as saying, "I couldn't believe it."
Yeah, nobody else can. It's totally understandable. That's a very understandable emotion to
crazy.
feel.
I like how they were like, and make sure you get some sort of quote or soundbite from the woman.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
What were your first thoughts? Couldn't believe it.
I mean, it was crazy.
Now-
2 in a row.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Now, scratchers though, I'm when I was below age to buy scratchers, loved them. Had my grandma buy me $2. Well, I'll go to the grocery, just break it off. Let me scratch. I remember very clearly being thrilled if I was getting getting another free try.
Give me another scratch.
There's a doctor at one of my hospitals that has won big off scratchers.
Wow.
I should ask him to buy me some.
As a testament to inflation, it says among her plans for the cash, paying bills, buying a truck, and taking a trip to Las Vegas.
She's going to win more money.
This is like so boring.
Well, no, I mean, it depends how you do it in Vegas. If
I
you're
mean,
spending
that's
100, that might
smart.
be a great trip to
get it.
Vegas.
Take care of your bills.
Well, yeah, but
invest the rest.
She won the lottery and she's being practical.
She should have bought GameStop.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not a lot. That's not like winning the 600, 700
Well, that's what I'm saying.
million.
She only
Like-
won $500,000, which is nothing. You can't buy anything
not
with
nothing.
$500,000.
Well, that's enough, but that's
Pay off my loan.
But how old is she? How old is Orlean?
We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it says.
Yeah, or I mean, judging by the name, she's over 50.
$500,000, you can buy an
But
okay
if you're
house.
if you're over 50 and you get an extra 500K, you're the rest of your
Yeah.
life. That's
Yeah,
what
if you can go back to 1920.
No,
Okay.
but
I don't know if you know how much things cost.
yeah, but she lives in Idaho.
Yeah, she doesn't live in LA. She probably
That's perfect.
Great. She can get a big sack of potatoes.
I like potatoes.
Yeah, well, delicious. I can cook potatoes 100 different ways. Make your mouth explode.
God damn. Okay.
No, I think. Do we have any Orlean Peterson age?
No information.
It says the double win by order. Someone calculated as 1 in 282 million. I guess lightning strikes. I get I don't know how you if it happens that often in Idaho, that's not the actual odds. You're just giving me crazy numbers.
Well, it sounds like they just dumped a bunch of winning tickets in Idaho. Like, we got to.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to not be.
Like, fuck going to Vegas. Let's take a trip to Idaho and for a week and just buy scratchers. You know?
I'm in.
Yeah. Let's
We'll
get
do
an
the show
Airbnb.
from Idaho.
Yeah, done on the road, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Wow.
we'll do a new show on the way.
All right, doctor, what you got next?
Okay, this is a local story, so brace yourselves.
Yes.
An angry maskless man tried to get food from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Pasadena and was denied. He left and came back with a gun and stole the fried chicken and waffles.
Hell yeah.
And he didn't ask for any money, but he did stop to take some syrup before he left.
Yes.
Now,
This is just a Yelp review for Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. The waffles are so good, you'll commit a crime.
It's making me hungry a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I was hungry this entire article.
now, have either of you ever eaten a Roscoe?
Hell yeah.
Very long time ago, yes.
See, in my life, every time I've gone, the wait has been too long.
I waited
So
on my
I
first
have
trip to LA.
never eaten Roscoe's. I've
You
attempted.
can order it now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I mean, I only eat free range now, so I wouldn't eat it. And they put like a scoop of butter that looks like an ice cream scoop. So
Okay, here, let's get the video up here. This is the guy walking in. This is all the security camera footage of Roscoe's.
Oh,
give me the
wow.
chicken.
Let's watch it one more time. Let's get a see. This is in case you know this person here in LA. Look at this.
And
He's already cleared it out with his gun. Look, people, hands up, hands up. Boom. Yeah, I think that was the only. Yeah, okay. Yeah, here we go. One more. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
It was so strange.
Yeah, he's like, I was just eating.
I was eating chicken, and this guy
Yeah.
came in with a gun.
Yeah, he's
Chicken
like,
is delicious.
look,
Too
he-
much butter though.
So this guy, his outfit, it says he was last seen wearing a green sweater and white sweatpants with black polka dots.
This is not a very good. Oh, that is black. Look at his sweats right there.
What
See,
kind
these
of
are the
outfit?
sweats right here. There's the sweats you can
What
see.
kind of
actually.
outfit is that? And why would you rob a place wearing such a distinct
It's a very
outfit?
loud outfit.
Yeah. You wear all black, a hoodie, and you hide your face.
And you
There's-
don't stop for syrup.
Don't go back for syrup.
Now, I wonder if you're going to go to all that work, you should get a to-go bag. I thought
Absolutely.
you should at least load up enough.
Doesn't it say that he had a bag? He comes
Wait,
straight.
did they give it to him with no plate, with a plate or something?
No,
What?
he just took it. He just took it.
like his hands.
No, it says he comes straight toward me with a gun pointing at me and saying, "Put all the chicken in the bag." So he had a bag.
Oh, I didn't.
All the
I
chicken.
watched the video. I didn't see that.
Every
like
piece
chicken.
of chicken here into the bag.
We might have to order chicken after this.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god, I'm
gonna lie.
so hungry for chicken right
Wow.
now.
So he got a to-go bag and filled it up.
Pretty much. Yeah. No, just like a robber goes into a bank with a bag, put everything in the bag.
I want the chicken.
He went in for chicken.
I wonder if they closed for the night. After
I
that.
would. Any excuse.
I don't. Maybe they had to recoup the damage.
Yeah, or the people. That's a good way to screw up a meal is when Pulp Fiction happens during. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I could eat after that. I was so scared I couldn't eat.
I think it takes more than that to get rid of my appetite, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, at Roscoe's,
I feel like
though,
I'm excited. I'm hungrier.
Oh my god, my adrenaline is
Yeah,
pumping.
exactly.
Give me that
Give me
chicken.
another snack and a drink.
I wonder if it was his local Roscoe's. Like, he probably used to work there or something, and
He's like, I don't
they
wanna
don't remember
drive.
him.
I don't want to drive
like,
to the
just
one
give me
in
the damn
Inglewood.
Or he went in like I did, and they're like 45-minute wait. He's like, what? What do you think? This is crazy. All right, doctor, what you got next?
Okay, Amazon has decided to force its warehouse workers into what they're now calling mega cycle shifts, which is
Crazy.
a 10-hour, like, insane graveyard shift. And as someone who has board certification in sleep medicine, this is not good for you. They want them to work from like 1 a.m. to noon, and they're like, and you have to do it. Like, you have to do it or you're fired.
Gosh.
And it's like people with kids are like, are you going to help out? And they're like, nope. That's it.
You'll work 10 hours in the middle of the night, and that's
Yeah.
it.
And
Bezos
it's like-
says
Yeah. Well,
we.
Amazon, man.
Please don't make us boycott Amazon. I know it's slave labor, but it's so fast and efficient.
It's not even that fast anymore. And then they always pretend that it's like, oh, it's coming late. And I'm like, and then their prices are going up.
Well, what really got me upset this week, they had a $61 million settlement where they were withholding tips.
Yeah. and they're
right, yeah.
withholding
From the-
tips to people. Like, this is shady business.
And Bezos leaves this week. I mean, I'm sure he's tired of going in front of Congress, and there has to be.
I mean, he's not leaving. He's
Well-
just going to the side as an executive chairman. He's still in charge.
He may have a great deal of say,
He's just
But-
not going to do the day to day anymore.
but it comes down to, and all responsibility now will lie on the new CEO.
Remember when Amazon was just about buying books to read and,
What I really hate is that they put all the brick and mortar bookstores out of business, and now they have like Amazon bookstore. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's such a screw you to Barnes and Noble that I love.
Yeah. Oh, Barnes & Noble is so fun.
Yeah.
But Borders.
I don't want to support Amazon as much as I do. I really like these kind of giant conglomerate stories actually bother me. Whether I express it clearly enough or not, I know that I am just a peon compared to big players like
We all are.
Yes, we all are. But I try to stand up as much as I can for those less fortunate, those who I feel like are being taken advantage of. And I feel like there's certain situations when these corporations get so big, they become so highly optimized that the employees are not even human. They are simply statistically analyzed for optimal efficiency, not taking into
Absolutely.
account, and it
Well, that's where this shift comes from.
And
'Cause that's the analysis they did.
Yeah, they thought that people could put orders in up to midnight and still get them shipped the next day if people work overnight. So
sure, but I mean, fine, work overnight, but have a regular graveyard shift, 10 to 6 or something.
well, yeah, split up one shift into two with two people. 2 5-hour shifts. Pay them more. They have
So-
the money.
They're not.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying, and don't give ultimatums for people to be in such a horrible position, because I find it deplorable. I got to be clear. I do not like.
And especially in a
That's-
pandemic, giving somebody like
Yeah.
this is it or lose your job when there are no other jobs.
Well, this is slave labor, and I think
Yeah.
I think Amazon should be taken to court for this. Someone should file.
Yeah, I genuinely I hope there is some antitrust regulation against Amazon. I don't know if there ever will be. It's just such a giant machine, and there are so many forces in the lobbying world that they control. It's going to be real hard. And then these cities are going to be so strapped for cash.
Yeah.
And Amazon's going to come in here like, we'll open grocery stores. We'll open this and this, and we'll employ all these people. They're just not explaining that we're going to run their lives into the ground,
Yeah.
and we're going to take everything within the legal limits from you, if not more. And that to me is something that people need to watch out for. What you got next, Doctor?
Okay, a Russian live streamer who
Crazy.
participated in what they call, was it thrashing, where you do dangerous dares or whatever on live stream. He has died after drinking 1.5 liters of vodka for cash.
Doctor, how much vodka is too much vodka?
I would say 1.5 liters.
is okay, but he was 60, so it's like this guy was obviously a drinker.
I don't think a young person should drink this much straight vodka either. I just want to point that out. It's also not a good idea.
Brian, how much vodka do you think you could drink?
Man,
before
but
you
I
die?
like to sip. I can't chug really anything. I get like I don't chug very well. But the thing is, like, again, 25,000 subscribers. Maybe I'm the one doing it wrong.
Right.
This is on our continuing theme on how to improve viewership.
I think we should do a thrash live stream.
Yeah, we can. Like there's things to thrash that would. It's too oaky, it would kill you. This 100 proof, you couldn't. That's only a fifth, but you'd probably die. There's a little bit of vodka, you could thrash that little bit of vodka.
Well, whatever. We can do all sorts of. Hey, $100, Brian will punch Richard in the face. Okay, $1,000.
Yeah, what dare do you think is good, proper for a news show, Doctor?
We're willing to whore ourselves out here.
Yeah, we're willing. We're trying to get subscribers.
I think if you want to keep your newscaster, you'll avoid the thrashing category.
Now,
I cannot participate in this.
but this has to be some of the hard end thrashing. There's got to be light ones, like
Okay, I'll
punch
put,
yourself in the face harder.
I don't know why anyone would want to see that.
I'll put a cellmate on my dick, and then you kick me for
Oh my God, the cellmate.
Yeah, the dick protector.
I'm surprised we didn't get any comments about the cellmate.
Yeah, hello.
People commented about the
tuna got a lot of comments.
Yeah, the
but people
tuna.
like sandwiches.
People like sandwiches a lot more than chastity belts.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
tell you
yeah,
that
yeah.
from my knowledge of
A
sandwiches.
larger user base for sure.
I could go for a chicken sandwich.
But again, 25,000 people on his YouTube channel thrashing. Like, I am making you smarter at dinner parties. I am making you funnier.
Well, maybe
with
this is
the
the
family.
only content they're allowed in Russia.
Yeah, Russia, I think we've determined is a fucked up
Because
place.
as long
right
as
now.
you're not
So
complaining about Putin, you can do
bash
whatever you
Putin.
want.
You can't bash Putin, but you
bash
can
yourself.
thrash the hell out of yourself. Wow. And don't watch much Russian YouTube, though.
You don't
I
watch
did-
too much? It's
No, I didn't Google any thrashing or I found it. I don't like to promote those things by giving them any views. Like, I don't like to give them credence just because some of it I find so, it's cringeworthy.
It is cringeworthy. In the article, it said authorities are conducting an autopsy to confirm Yuri's cause of death. I mean, can I weigh in here on what the cause of death may be?
But I mean, I don't know. I wonder what the lockdown situation is in Russia, though, too. I thought of that. If people are just like locked down and they got nothing to live for, I'd say that's, and you're 60 years old, you're broke.
I mean,
I guess.
That's a baller way to go out. You're 60 years old,
Well,
drink yourself to
he's
death.
lived a life. He's 60 years, he's seen enough. Like, if it were, I would have felt bad if we're like a 22-year-old. It's like, look, of course you're going to die. You just started, I've never had alcohol poisoning, but
I feel like life repeats after 40. I'm 36 and I'm already seeing the same shit every day. I'm like, hello, new experience, please.
Well, I don't agree with that.
You can come shadow me in the hospital. I'll
Yeah,
show you
you
some new
can-
experiences.
Oh, that'd be great. Ooh, what is that? An anal endoscopy?
I'm not a gastroenterologist, but we could go ask.
Yeah, I don't know. If you have some friends,
All right, on to the final piece, Doctor. And final and favorite.
My favorite story,
Piece.
I think, of the month so far. So some people have discovered some video clips of the December 10th Handforth Parish Council's Planning and Environment Committee meeting in Wilmslow, Cheshire, in England. And this thing went bananas on Twitter. We just got to watch this short clip.
Okay, who is this man?
He's the chairman.
he's pretending to be the chairman. He's an imposter.
No, he's pretending to be the clerk.
Oh, right.
But I think he is the chairman.
Okay.
But I think he is known to be a bully and disruptive and be remiss in his job.
He's been booted from these meetings before also.
Yeah, this is not the first time. So everyone, we will post the full story.
And
Please watch the full 20 minutes because I watched the full 20 minutes. I loved it. Every minute of it. I think it's the best story I've seen in a long time.
I feel like it's a pilot for a sitcom.
If you know British people,
Did you watch
Yeah.
the whole? I didn't. I did not because I watched this clip that we're gonna show, and I'm like, I don't
know
like a lot of British show. Like I like.
if you like British humor, this is for you. I am half British.
I like British
I love
mystery a lot more than British comedy.
this is a British mystery.
Yeah,
Who is
like
this
who
man?
are these people and why are they so awful?
Yeah, like what's the Idris Elba?
Luther.
Luther.
I also love a British crime show.
And this had very little Luther.
Okay,
here we
well,
go.
prepare
Here
yourselves.
we go.
We need the sound. We're going to have to restart.
Look, missing a tooth.
Whoa! Read them and understand them.
So the guy who's taking up the whole space isn't even on the council and just starts laughing at them. So he ends up being kicked out too. And then everyone else starts saying like how they're awful. Someone was like, should we let them back in? Because she puts them in the waiting room for the Zoom. And she's like, if they promise to behave, should we let them back in? And someone's like, I don't feel comfortable letting them back in.
Yeah.
And someone's like, he doesn't have the authority to make himself Clark. Did you see he put in the bottom that he's the Clark? So some real drama.
What is the hierarchy of positions in this council?
I have absolutely no idea.
I believe there are clerks, chairman, and some other positions.
I don't know, but I think, I'm all for Jackie Weaver. She seems like the Leslie Knope of Hanford.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, let me
You have no authority, Jackie Weaver.
ask a couple questions here. This guy, the vice chairman, do you think he blows up a little too much?
Yeah.
He seems like the guy in Plains Township that would kill someone. He already has some bug under his skin.
Yeah, like he was. I didn't like how that guy was missing a tooth because he does nothing for the stereotypes.
I mean,
Okay, like right there, opened up. A lot of reasons why I would never watch British reality.
I mean, they don't have good dentists. It's true.
Well, he did nothing, and he opened up with bad teeth. Took me out of it right there. Secondly, the older lady who kicked him out, why is she controlling this? Why are you
She's
giving
the
this?
Zoom organizer, and I think other people.
You gotta reorg. You gotta get someone.
You need a reorg.
Yeah, you can't let her be in because you can tell she's a snappier older woman. You can just tell by the way her glasses.
I think that's misogynistic.
No, okay, well, she would be snappy
I'm
to
staying
me.
out of this one.
Whether she is a woman or not, okay?
Because of her glasses.
Because of the way she wears her glasses. I know she would not like me or my humor. Took me out of it. I could already tell. And then the guy busting in about read the ordinances. I don't like when people are like, you're a rule breaker. If he's like, you're the worst, if you go personal. You're the worst Zoom organizer. This pandemic has shown us one thing. You are unable to organize our Zoom meetings. Don't be like, Section 5, 3. I don't like that. I don't like when you attack with finger pointing rule breaking. Go right to the reason why.
Well, I think this just shows that you're a rule breaker. I want to point out some other highlights from the full one. There's definitely a toilet flush that everybody gets confused by. One lady is on the phone she's like, I'm on this meeting. Can I call you back? Just like every Zoom mishap happens. It's really just full of joy for me.
There's also an under the breath, fuck off.
Yeah. It's just really wonderful. I would love to attend one of these meetings post-pandemic in person.
See, I would like the under the breath fuck off. That would make me laugh.
Fuck off.
But I don't think I could watch enough of it to get there. That's the thing.
I think it's in the beginning. We could show you after we finish.
Well, and that's what a lot of British humor is. It's
subtlety.
Okay, you call it subtlety. I call it very long way to get to a joke.
I mean, I think this just shows that you've never been to England because they're a unique people.
Well,
I like the British office better than the American office.
I agree. I second that.
Hell yeah.
I am an original Office fan.
That's fine if you like that. I like
at the Christmas special. Oof.
Yeah.
I sobbed like a baby.
Too.
It's fine. I watched some of it and it's fine.
I mean, it reminds me of my mother, like her awkward mannerisms. Like they get it so spot on.
But wouldn't you say, okay, this is one, wouldn't you say that the British Office then is like the creme de la creme of British comedy? Like that's probably the peak.
I think it's really good. I think
that's probably the peak.
You have no authority here, Brian Moreno. You have no authority. You do not know. The standing orders say you don't know.
Haven't you read the sections?
This
Rule breaker.
I brought this on myself. I should have seen that one coming.
I'm mad I didn't think of that.
It was locked and loaded for me.
Because I'm so hungry for chicken and waffles.
Thank you all for joining us. Please check out Traeger Grills, Vapor Brothers, Who else is a sponsor of ours? Don't we have
I
one
think
other?
we should get the mattress I won. Nest bedding.
Yeah, I mean Larry, the mattress guy.
Yeah.
But please check out, and I mean this.
He's not the mattress Mac. but-
Traeger Brothers.
Traeger Brothers.
Vapor Grills. These people, they have given me wonderful things. They give me feedback. They watch the shows. They care. I care about all of you. This is the Brian Moreno Show.